Are you ready?
Hey everybody, Jeff aka GCurse here. Welcome to another DSP edition of GCurse Reacts. I hope you're all having a great day. Today I will be covering the fact that Phil is very afraid of losing that stupid streak of his. He views the streak to be pretty important to him, which is kind of sad considering he has everything that he has in his life, and yet a stupid streak is what he frets the most about. How fucking sad is that? Anyway, you know what to do. I don't need to tell you. You just know it. You just know it. Click that subscribe button. But yeah. So let's get on to the react, shall we? Okay, this is going to be fun. I have a feeling. So let's get it going. 3, 2, 1.
What is up, everyone? Phil here. And things look a little different if you haven't noticed.
It still looks like the same piece of shit that we've known for 16 plus years. I don't see anything different, do you?
Basically, I'm making a very quick special video right now on my day off, which I should not be doing.
He doesn't work. Every day is a day off.
Old PC is on its last legs. On Friday night, after I finished my DS Politics show, I went to upload videos. The PC would not agree with me. Videos kept...
It's official. The PC is now a detractor, ladies and gentlemen. The PC is a detractor. But in all seriousness, odds are that poor PC is probably having a lot of problems considering that Phil has a known anger problem where he used to throw his controllers and everything and beat on his controllers and everything. I wouldn't be shocked if that poor computer actually took a few punches from Phil also. But remember, Phil is a loving person, ladies and gentlemen. Phil is never a violent person. Right, Phil?
Erroring out, uploading like 10-20% and then just stopping and wouldn't resume. And I tested the videos. They are not corrupted. It's not that. It's actually that the PC is screwed up. Okay? And that's...
Gee, I'm wondering why it's screwed up. I don't think I've ever done anything. I may have kicked it once or twice, but why is it still not working correctly?
I have my external capture card. I'm literally waiting on an adapter to arrive, and then I can actually get 4K capture and everything on it. Now, I'm not planning on doing 4K capture.
4K capture is going to save the business, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be the big thing that saves the business. Everybody from all around the internet is going to just want to see his product because of 4K. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, remember when it used to be the backlights were going to save the business, and then the stupid digital photo frame was going to save the business, and then him talking to Casino was going to save... None of that shit has saved the business. What it basically is this little fucktard is just wanting to spend money. He's probably using credit of some sort, probably via Amazon. He's probably using credit, and that's how he's buying all this shit. But of course, 4K is going to save the business.
I don't even know if I would be able to upload the 3 Stalker videos, quite frankly. I don't know if they would work. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is I am going to formally try to get my new PC working to the best ability that I can. Okay, now the adapters didn't arrive. They're arriving tomorrow. I bought a different adapter that's the wrong kind. I accidentally bought the adapter that...
Is he going to return it to get his money back? Fuck no, he's Phil Burnell. Phil Burnell never does anything wrong, ladies and gentlemen. He's just going to keep a hold of this useless product probably till the end of time. And then a few years down the road, he's going to bitch, like he always does, that he doesn't have enough money. And then somebody hopefully will be smart enough to go, Phil, you're still holding on to that adapter you paid for that you never used. Why didn't you return it? Oh, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about, you stupid detractor.
As you can see, is the adapter to get USB-A to plug into USB-C. Well, I need C into A to get this capture device to do 4K on my new PC. So I goofed, but I had already ordered the correct one as well, and that one's arriving tomorrow.
So he ordered 2 adapters, basically. What the fuck, dude? He just likes spending money. That's ultimately what it is. And this goes back to what I said a few videos ago. People who are on the spectrum do not have a grasp of how finite money is. You could take any of the students I work with. Now, my students are awesome kids, but they all have severe disabilities. You can try to explain to them that you do not have any money to buy stuff today, because we will go out into the community, and if they have money, they can buy something. You can explain to them that they don't have the money to buy an item, and it does not click with them. You can tell them that they don't have the money, and I have to take them with me because they're my students. But they'll still try and get stuff because they don't have the ability to understand that if they do not have the money, they cannot buy it. They literally think that if they go into the store, they can just get something. It doesn't work like that. This is the same issue that Phil has. Phil does not realize, even though he is not as bad, as hard off as, the students I work with, Phil's higher functioning. He doesn't understand that money will run out. That's why he constantly begs for more and more. He has a basic understanding, but it's not total. That's why you see him buy, I bought this adapter and I bought this adapter. When he should have realized he just needed one fucking adapter. If he did his research, and he doesn't. He will buy, let's say, for example, he will buy 10 different box openers when all he needed was just one, because they all do the same damn thing.
Maybe a shorter one. And then the whole point of me on my first stream is trying to get that new capture and streaming PC working fully. What that means is getting the new capture device working with it, uninstalling all the other crap that I had on it that I don't need anymore. Also,
don't you just love that? 2 years ago, he would have been singing Elgato's praises, or what? Let's just, even if it does an Elgato, whatever else he uses, but we'll use Elgato for example. 2 years ago, he would have been singing Elgato's praises. Oh, Elgato, this is the best thing ever. You should have this thing. If you don't have this thing, you're a nobody. And I'm Phil Burnell, because I used to be somebody on Street Fighter. I should know. 2 years later, I'm getting rid of this garbage. The guy is not respectful for anything that he ever had. Me, even though I have my capture card right here, I have a capture card. Even though I upgraded recently. I actually bought an Elgato. I just got to get it out of the box. Even though I got an Elgato, I'm respectful because of what this thing was able to do for me during the last 5+ years. I am grateful for what this thing gave me. Phil, he treats everything as garbage. Once it's done, he literally okay, it's garbage. I'm pretty sure that if you were a fly on the wall and it was just Phil in a room by himself talking, let's say he's working on his computer and he sees a picture of Panda Lee, for example. Oh, that woman, she's such a fucking slut. I fucking hate her. But 10+ years ago, I love her. He does, even though they broke up, he doesn't appreciate what he had at the time. And when he doesn't have the stuff anymore, he just shits on it. Explains all the detractors.
Possibly an operating system migration, because I've been recommended take that expansion SSD and put it into the main SSD slot and get rid of the old one, because the old one's actually a slow one. And I want to use the better SSD. I also have a newer, larger SSD being donated to me, and that's coming later.
In other words, Phil bought it himself. Phil would get more respect even from the detractors if he literally was just honest and said, I bought this. The gaming computer I bought, this new computer I bought, These stupid fucking panels behind me I bought. We all know that he bought them. But let's say, for example, that thing that he is coming in. If he was just be fucking honest. Just be fucking honest. Phil is not a convincing liar. Phil is not a convincing liar. Phil would get his ass cleaned at a poker game. Just be goddamn honest for like 2 days. 2 days out of your worthless fucking life. Be honest.
Later in the week, so I could just use that as my storage SSD moving forward. So there's a lot to do. There's an OS migration. There's uninstalling a whole bunch of junk that I put on there that I don't need. All the Elgato software I don't need anymore. Then there.
Remember, Elgato is junk. Elgato helped him get to the dance.
There's getting the capture device working with it, at least at a base level 1440p, testing that and everything. And then basically just getting it ready for when the adapter arrives to test 4K. And then the last, and this is the biggest one, getting OBS to work with all of my old stuff. Actually saving all the files on an external hard drive from the old computer, putting it on there and transferring it over to the new PC into storage folders, and then having all that be accessed by OBS so I can have my scenes and everything working. So tomorrow we'll likely not have any gameplay whatsoever on the first stream, and dependent on how it goes, it may not be any gameplay at all day. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is I don't want people coming to the stream saying, where's the gameplay? There probably won't be any. I can't even guarantee you any gameplay tomorrow as of now. In addition, you may notice something a little different. You may be looking at this video and be like,
no, you're still the same piece of shit you always were, Phil. And by the way, before I resume the video, he got new lights. He got new lights. Lights are going to save the business, ladies and gentlemen. Lights are going to save the business. John Rambo is going to see this video and think, oh my God, Phil got new lights. I want to be his friend again. Phil literally thinks of everything as a means to the end. Those stupid fucking Pac-Man lights, that'll bring people in. This shirt he's wearing will bring people in. He doesn't do anything just for fun. He only sees it as a way to make money.
wait a minute, Phil looks different. What's going on?
No, you look like
shit. I just
shit.
rearranged my whole setup. I have a brand new lighting system that just arrived. It is now a rectangle light. It's way more professional than the ring light that I was using. And
I'll make you a bet that if somebody told him, you know what, Phil, the rectangle's actually not the right light you need. You need an octagon light because octagon has a lot more angles and everything. I'm not sure if it does. Probably doesn't. But octagon lights are where you want to go. I'll make you a motherfucking bet because Phil doesn't have a concept of grasp of money. 2 days later, hey guys, I got these new octagon lights. You see how they're actually making the panels on the back wall stand out even more? That's what he would do because he doesn't have an understanding of anything.
We could just use that from every day now on and don't have to worry about the old PC anymore. Okay, now I hope it works. Now here's the other thing, okay? I don't know what's going to happen in regards to the streak.
Here it comes. Here comes the fucking streak. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering why I have that fucking definition up there, you're going to find out pretty damn quickly.
I don't know if people are going to show up to watch me do this PC work. You know, very well, many of you are like, I'll be back when Phil's going to do gameplay or whatever. And I understand that. I have no clue if people are going to show up and support. So it's this simple. For one day only, Sunday, December 1st.
It's not one day only. It's going to be multiple days. It'll probably be forever, but go ahead.
I am suspending the streak. I am not holding anyone accountable if we don't hit goals tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't make $1 tomorrow. All right? Now, if I
Guilt tripping, classic manipulation tactic.
I do hit my goals, superb, I'll count it.
My goal, the tip goal will be suspended. If I don't make anything, that's okay. If If we get enough tips and it would actually make the tip goal that's suspended, I'll count it then. Do you get the fucking logic that he is displaying right now? Well, if it's suspended and we don't make the goal, I still have the goal because it's suspended. But if we get enough money, then we still have the goal because it's suspended. If it's suspended, it goes both ways, Phil. Just because you suspend it doesn't make it work one way and not the other. Hell, he should... Oh my god, this guy's a fucking moron. This guy's a fucking moron. This guy literally has the logic mindset of a 2-year-old. Well, my rules are that if it's bad, it won't hurt me, affect me, but if it's good, it will affect me. This is why he attracts those fucktards that give him the money. Because they're all simpletons like he is. I will make you a bet that this jackass was the type of person on the playground in his elementary school that would make up, that him and his friends would play games, for example. Let's say tag, for example. And he would make up the most stupid fucking rules that would only benefit him. Let's say one of the, okay, let's say a rule is, if I'm in the shade, you can't tag me. But if you're in the shade and I'm in the shade, I can tag you. That's the mentality that this shithead has. And he actually goes around trying to act like he is king shit. And what upsets me the most is that there are fucktards that actually believe him. Your Jades, your OICs, your oh God, I was gonna say Tevin. Why Tevin? Your Jades, your OICs, your Derricks. Well, they're all mentally fucked up anyway. But that's the mentality this guy has. The tips goal is going to be suspended. But if we get enough, then I'm just going to totally, acknowledge that and add it to the tips goal, even though it's suspended. But if we don't make it, then I don't acknowledge it. Fucking 2-year-old mentality here, ladies and gentlemen.
Because obviously we're counting towards bigger goals. Like if I hit 276, I said I would play Stellar Blade, right? I don't want to not count it if we do hit the goals tomorrow. But I don't want to hold anyone accountable for having to be here and contribute to a stream when all I'm doing is trying to get a new PC.
That's kind of funny because you hold everybody accountable. Every fucking day, you expect people to give you money. Or give him money. That's the way he is. How many times have we heard, oh, it's okay, you don't have to donate, you don't have to tip. I don't expect that out of any of you. 2 minutes later, guys, we haven't had a tip since the podcast. I don't know what's wrong. Why aren't you guys tipping 1 hour earlier? Guys, I don't expect any of you to tip. It's all okay. 1 hour later, guys, do you want to see me eat stupid fucking food?
Working. I don't feel like that would be fair. Okay? So tomorrow's a very different day. It's going to be a level 1 podcast, and then it's going to be basically...
It's no different than it always is. He just fucking... It's going to be the same shit show that it always is.
This month and into the new year. All right? So, thank you guys. I know this looks weird. You're like, Phil's centered. I'm looking at my own screen. I'm like, dude, I look so different. The lighting's different. I'm centered. It looks so bizarre. I know.
It's going to save the business, bro.
If you're not interested and you want to come back when gameplay's coming, I wish I could tell you when. Depends on how tomorrow goes. All right. Thank you so very much for understanding. And I will see you all tomorrow for PC setup day.
Okay, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. Here, let me do this. Okay, let's switch back over. So, What did we learn, ladies and gentlemen? What was the lesson today for everybody? The lesson is this fucktard Phil Burnell does not understand what the word suspend means. Well, if we don't make it, that's okay. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna affect the tip streak because it's suspended. But if we make enough money, then I'll add it to the tip streak. What? So basically, he should just basically go out and go, guys, I'm never going to if we never make the tips goal, I'm not going to end the goal. It'll just carry over to the next day. And if we don't make it that day, that's okay. We'll just go to the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Fucking childhood mentality. But then again, this is why I blame his parents. Jeff, you shouldn't say it's his parents' fault. The fuck I shouldn't. His parents are the reason that society has been blighted with this failed abomination of an abortion attempt. His parents failed to get him properly examined when he was younger. Why? Because they knew that their kid was a fucktard. But because his parents probably has the same ego that he does, they're like, you know what? We're not going to get him tested. He's just slightly slow. We're not going to get him tested because that would make us look like bad parents. So what do? They simply told Phil, you're not slow. You're just challenged. You're just challenged, Phil. Instead of actually saying, yeah, Phil, you got problems. We're dealing with a higher functioning Chris Chan. That's all I gotta say. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.